one, it was Shrey that took the fastest time, and it was Lerner that took second. But in free practice 2, albeit a second off the pace, they swapped roles reversal, and it was Lerner who indeed had the fastest time. And well, he didn't even know he was driving in the DTM Trophy until 2 days ago, and now he is the man to beat. It is round number 1 qualifying here, and we will find out who indeed will start at the front row of the grid for race number 1 this afternoon. I'm so excited for this. My name is Luke Crane. Hopefully you indeed enjoy this. I'm going to get myself involved with the YouTube chat as well during this, before we do indeed go green light racing. As there is the Porsche there, the number 21 of Adam Christodoulou, who yesterday did both free practices and unfortunately didn't get a lap time in. Managed to just about get out onto the circuit late on in the session, but did not produce a time. So he'll be hoping indeed just to get a lap time in ultimately. So should be pretty darn interesting to say the very least. But anyway, where are you all watching from then, guys? I can see you all in the YouTube chat. There's about 900 of you, nearly 1,000 people in there. So yeah, let me know where you're watching from around the world. That'd be great. And who are you supporting? Yeah, who are you supporting as well? So let me know where you're watching from around the world and who is your favourite to get the job done here today. We indeed have 3 race winners in this championship. The only driver who's won a race who's not racing today is Ben Tuck, who's now racing in the GT3s. Here is our current champion, Tim Heinemann. He won in the AMG last season. He's racing for a different team this season, Pro Sport, and he's in a different car as well. He's in an Aston Martin. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to indeed respond to everybody that's typing where they're from. We can see Denmark, Germany, Wales. You guys are too fast for me today. Incredible stuff. Well, there are so many people watching right now. So many people watching. Incredible scenes. I've just seen Georg Ortner there. How you doing, Georg? You all good? And there's the race room car. You love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. So as I was saying, we have got 4 race winners in the DTM Trophy. Last season there were 12 rounds. Ben Green took race number 2 last season. Ben Tuck took race number 1. Ben Tuck, of course, is now racing in the GT3 program, so he will not be in this championship. But Ben Green is in this championship. Tim Heinemann took 7 wins last season. 7 wins out of a possible 12, and then the man of the hour, really the form driver at the end of the season, was Lucas Maron, who is in this championship. So the only driver who has won a race not racing in this championship is Ben Tuck. He's up into the GT3 classes. So yeah, pretty exciting. Avadia, that is yeah, really cool, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. Good to see the diversity on the grid. And I can tell you right now, it is a very fast grid. There's Christopher Rink. He'll be excited to indeed just get out on track. You know, all of the free practices are great. It's all good to get out in the car, but it's now when it matters. Also, there are 3 points on offer for first position in qualifying. In second position, you get 2 points, and in third, you get 1 point. In the championship, in terms of the actual race, top 10 score points, it is 25 points for first, 18 for second, 15 for third. Then it's 12 points for fourth. Fifth, then it's 10 points. Sixth, 8. We've then got 7th position for 6 points. 8th position will get 4. 9th will get 2. And 10th position will get 1 point. What are they fighting it out for? Well, they're fighting it out to become the 2nd ever DTM champion. They want to knock Tim Heinemann off of his perch, but also they got a chance to win the DTM Team Championship, and also there is 75,000 euros up for grabs for the winner of this season. Second position will get 50,000 euros, and third will get 25,000 euros. And ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute privilege to say this, but we are now green flag qualifying, and well, now we're about to see the times come on in, and who will take the first points of the season, who will take the first pole of the season. Exciting times. So there's Laura Kramer in the Expo, the number 25. Expo's not looked ultimately fast this weekend, but then last season we saw them spring surprises, so who knows? Again, a lot of drivers may have potentially been sandbagging this weekend. Now we really will find out the pace. Last season at Spa, the BMWs indeed stole the show in round number 1 and 2. And well, it's looked very, very similar in terms of rounds 1 and 2 here at Monza this season. And there's Moritz Lerner. The story of Moritz, he got a DTM Trophy test because he won the DTM Esports on Race Room. And well, he had that test. They liked what they saw. 2 days ago, he got told, yeah, we'll fancy giving you a little run out. And well, he is now the man to beat. He's the fastest in free practice too. So yeah, what an absolute fairy tale of a story for Moritz Lerner. And well, just following in the footsteps of Tim Heinemann. Tim Heinemann with a huge, indeed, esports background, sim racing background. And he won the championship last season. Riccatelli, one of the favourites before this championship started this season. A very, very fast driver indeed is the Italian. The only change for this season is that there is no XP series and there's no junior series. So everybody is in the same category this season. They're just the one category, and that is the DTM Trophy category. So just to clarify, ladies and gentlemen, all of you watching at home on YouTube, I see that you're all excited for Alex Albon. DTM qualifying has just finished. He qualified P14. It was Vincent Abril who indeed managed to get pole position. This is DTM Trophy. This is the smaller cars. I guess the best way to really say or explain what this championship is, if you have heard of Formula One, which I'm pretty sure you have, this is like the F2 of Formula One, I guess, but it's not like that, but it kind of is. So that's the best way really of explaining it to you guys if you are indeed new to this. They have 2 races every single weekend. They have 2 qualifying sessions every single weekend as well. They can score points in qualifying and they can score points in the race. So hopefully that explains it to you. If anybody has any questions about this championship, I am more than happy to indeed answer those questions. Send me a tweet on at @AcTrollVision, and I'll happily send you a reply. There's the old banking from the old Monza circuit there. So good that they've kept that all intact. But there's Parabolica. As we look here at a roundabout. Very pedestrian traffic there on the left-hand side, not so pedestrian on the right-hand side as they head towards the second of our chicanes here. Underneath the very appropriately positioned media-marked sponsor banner. There's the Italian flags. We're in the heart of Italy here at Monza. The home of motorsport in Italy. So we saw this quite a lot last season, where certain teams decided to stay into the pits a little bit longer than they maybe need to. And they've kind of just figured out the fuel run and go, do you know what, we're going to do 2 runs here. It's going to take exactly 8 minutes each time, so we don't need the first 4 minutes. It should guarantee us a position out on circuit as well. Here's Lucas Mauron, then he's taken 2 laps for these cars to get their tyres up to temperature. We saw that again last season at every single circuit. It was 2 laps every time to get them up to indeed max temperature, or the perfect temperature, should I say. Lucas Mauron, though, indeed was the form driver in the end of the season. He won 3 out of the final 4 rounds last season. He just hadn't done the hard work early in the season. Unfortunately, Tim Heinemann had won 7 up to that stage, hence why Tim Heinemann is the champion. But yeah, Mauron looks super, super quick. The Audi, though, hasn't looked like recapturing that form from last season as of yet, but this is where it counts now. Who's been sandbagging? And as you can see here, we've got the Porsche there of Chris Dodolu in behind. He'll be looking to get a little bit of a tow down into turn number 1. And this is now going to be the first flying lap. You should see times pop up on the left-hand side of your screen, but they are not going to be real representative times. The fastest time we have seen so far this weekend is a 58.2. And that was Michael Schrey in free practice 1. They're about a second off of that pace in terms of free practice 2, and it was indeed Moritz Lerner. But the fastest time so far this weekend is a 58.2. The first time then is indeed Hull. So Hull put in a 201.963. Again, all of these drivers are just trying to get some warmth into the tyres. Don't read too much into it. I guess in the next couple of minutes we will see some times really pop in on the quick end of the scale. through the second chicane there, and Mauron, again, exceeding track limits ever so slightly. And the penalty there is he hit gravel. So, yeah, dipped it into the gravel there. It looks like we've got a couple of cyclists from the Tour de France just popping in on the Italian leg. But as it stands, it is a BMW that is fastest right now. It is indeed Hull, the American, 2 minutes, 1 second, 0.96. But as you can see, closest to him is 7.9 seconds off the pace. So they are genuinely just warming the tyres up as it stands. On board with Mauron once again. The Brazilian Swiss driver. What a combination that is. That is a cocktail of nationalities, that's for sure. And you can see here on entry into the second chicane. Looked all nice and tidy. On exit, not so much. You do not want to be going too much further wide than that. You might not end up with a car afterwards. Through Parabolica we come then. As you can see, one of the Expos coming through in a nice hit. I think that might be Kreheimer, Mauron. This will be a faster lap. Not too sure it's going to be anything to write home about, though. That's the big thing we can take from this. And has anybody managed to put in a real representative time? Well, Mauron has gone fastest here then, so he's going to put in a 2 minutes, 0.17. Again, around about 2 seconds off of the pace that we have seen so far this weekend. Only 12 minutes left of the session, or 13 minutes left of the session. And they've got to get it done quickly. It's a long circuit here. Christodoulou then has just gone and popped in a 2:01.2, so he's 1.1 second off the pace. Chandler Hole then still P3 as it stands. Hoffman is in P4. Kreheimer is in P5 then. We've then got Koffler, Reinhard Koffler in P6. Tim Heinemann, championship winner last season, he is in 7th position. Wiebahn, who didn't get a lap time in free practice 1, is actually just been displaced down to P9. So who's just gone up the order? Well, David Gerban then. Gerban in the Audi is, yeah, indeed now the second fastest Audi. And Gerban did not really show too much form last season. He had a full season, did the Romanian driver. And maybe that was the opportunity to come of age. And now it's time to reap those rewards. So out of the Lesmos then, as you can see there, beautiful camera shot. As we have now got a nice camera shot here of the Ascari chicane. And you just saw there the Supra, the number 90. As we are now on board with Moritz Lerner. So Lerner is the one to beat in terms of the last practice session that we had. As you can see here, the whole team looking on the iPad. All excited. Yeah, you can see there the number 90, Stefan Cox from the Netherlands in the Ring Racing Toyota. Flashing lights there, trying to get some clear track. You can see Lerner is very much on the limit here early, trying to use the weight transfer of the car to his advantage. But as it stands, it's still Lucas Mauron who is quickest, but everyone's starting to cross the line here, so we will start to see the times indeed tumble. Christodoulou is currently second, and wow, Chandler Hole has just gone up into P2, but look at that, Reinhard Koffler, a KTM, is now onto provisional pole position, and actually Christodoulou is just taking it back off of him. So again, we've got a little bit of a delay in terms of the times that I'm seeing here. I'm watching this live on a race timer. Hopefully we'll get that up on our screen as well. Nico Verdonk, then everyone's favourite Belgian, is up into P2. And sorry, Nico Verdonk is the number 90. Stefan Cox is the number 91. So I've got that wrong in my spotter's guide, so I can only apologise there. But you can see there, just a little bit of a missed braking point there for Michael Schrey. Michael Schrey under a little bit of pressure here, actually, considering how fast he's been all weekend. Currently only P19. Lucas Mauron deciding to take that route as well. This is not rallycross, lads. There's no need for a joker lap. Back on board, though, with Christopher Rink. So across the line then for the number 35, Chandler Hole. is actually Theo Overhaus has just taken provisional pole himself here. So we're now down into the 59.1, so we're about 9/10 away from the fastest lap we've had this weekend. And well, it is now Theo Overhaus who is on pole position. Again, the graphics, hopefully they'll pop up on screen at some point during this, so it can help you all watching at home. But I'm just, yeah, I've got the live feed in terms of the race director up on my screen as well. No one's had their lap time deleted yet as well, which is quite incredible. And Tim Heinemann then, championship winner from last season in the Aston Martin, does indeed go pole, but look at this, it is Moritz Lerner. Moritz Lerner's then in the BMW has taken provisional pole himself again at 158.72, and now it's starting to warm up here. Ben Green, race winner from last season at Spa, he's in P3, top three, separated by 1.5 tenths of a second. Riccatelli then moves up into P4. Nico Verdonk then in P5. And as you can see, the times are very, very close indeed. The top 9 separated by half a second as it stands. And it is Moritz Lerner then, who is provisional pole. Exciting times, ladies and gentlemen. 8 minutes to go here at Monza, and it is all going to change, that is for sure. And I think you'll find that Christopher Rink, yeah, he's just gone purple through sector number 1. So, yeah, keep a hold of your hats, ladies and gentle cars, because I think we might be potentially about to see another change of position at the front here. Wow, incredible stuff. I love it. Absolutely love it. Chandler Hole then in the number 35. We're on the 85 here. This is Tregurtha. So Tregurtha was very quick yesterday in terms of his qualifying pace. But is he yet to get a time in here? Yeah, he is yet to get a time in, I believe. Well, where is he? No, he's not. He's P8, should I say. And across the line then for Tregurtha. Does he improve in his time? Well, it doesn't matter here. We are watching him, though, take a lot of sausage curb. You can never take too much sausage curb. Well, we are on 2 wheels there. I will tell you, it's faster on 4, that's for sure. So we are going to cut back to Tregurtha, I believe, and I don't believe he's improved. No, he hasn't. So he's P8 as it stands. We have got Ben Green then. Oh, well, no, he did. He's got provisional pole. So Tregurtha, it's again a bit delayed here, ladies and gentlemen, has taken pole position of 58.4. 2 tenths slower than our best time we had so far. And Heinemann, here he is. Well, he was pole position, but it's Ben Green who's just taken it off of him. Riccatelli up into P4. Moritz Lerner, the first 57 of the weekend with a 57.82. It is changing every time they come around the circuit. We are having different pole sitter after different pole sitter. Moritz Lerner at this stage with 6 minutes 40 seconds to go has got it. Ben Green then, bit of a seasoned veteran in the trophy for his second season, is in second position. And Heinemann is dragging that Aston Martin up into P3. Top 3 separated by 2.5 tenths. It's now starting to get a little bit exciting here. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. And wow, are we going to see any more changes for position? I would imagine we will. I would imagine we will. Theo Overhaus then, who was provisional pole momentarily. He's currently 9/10 of a second off the pace. And again, I'm going to give it its time to sort itself out because it has been a little bit delayed. So I'm not going to say that Overhaus hasn't gone quicker, but as it stands on the left-hand side of the screen, he hasn't. So, yeah, here we go then. Tregurtha, who was pole position, what feels like, a couple of minutes ago, has been put down to P5. Incredible stuff. Ben Green, by the way, has just gone purple through sector number 1. So yeah, he has just gone fastest through sector number 1. Here's Tregurtha once again. Last time he did this, he managed to go provisional pole. Has he managed to do it again? That's the question. Across the line he goes. And again, just need to wait for it to sort itself out. Currently half a second off of the pace. But it looks like it might be sticking around there. Again, Ben Green's the one to watch out for here. Ben Green currently just shy of 2/10 of a second off of pole position. He's in the BMW in second spot. He has indeed gone purple through sector number 1. It was Tregurtha that's gone purple through sector number 2. And Ben Green, there we go. It is quick. It's very, very quick indeed. In the 57.65 for Ben Green. He takes pole position. Verdonk moves then up into P6. So the Belgian in that Toyota moves up to P6. And wow, all of a sudden, in the top 6 here, we've got 4 different manufacturers. That's something that I wasn't expecting to see yesterday in free practice. Looks like it was going to be a BMW show. It still is. The front row is indeed a BMW show. And actually, as I say that, Michael Schrey pops himself up into a top 6 here as well. He's 0.8 of a second off of Ben Green's pace. And again, it's starting to get a little bit fruity here. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. And well, it is anyone's guess as to who is going to manage to get this pole position. And I'm wondering if there might be the potential for a 56. In the pits, though, is Moritz Lerner. In the pits, then, is Tim Heinemann. The sim racing extraordinaires. They're both in the pits together. And with 4 minutes left on the clock, I'm wondering if that might be them done. I'm not too sure if they're going to get back out and get around the circuit in time. So if they do, it'll be a hell of a job. But actually, it looks like Tim Heinemann might be having some issues here. So he's qualified really well, P3. He ended free practice 2 off the circuit. Yeah, they left rear puncture. So, yeah, it looks like more trouble then for him. And Tregurtha's just gone 3rd. So Tregurtha has actually just gone up into 3rd position from 5th. I saw that on the left-hand side of your screen as we now got a very close onboard here then of Philipp Stolschmidt. Again, one of 3 BMWs, the number 2, the number 3, and the number 4. They all look very, very similar indeed. So we're looking at one of 2 of our Supras. Again, trying to grab as much curbing as possible. That was Stefan Cox. And yeah, this is qualifying over then for Heinemann. So Heinemann is done in terms of qualifying. Moritz Lerner, I think, might be done as well. Ben Green is looking likely that he might be able to take all 3 points here in qualification. The number 2 car of Michael Schrey then. How quick is Michael Schrey going? That is the big question here. Across the line he will go and should get one more attempt here as well. But with no... there's no real trigger to let me know as to whether he's gone faster or not. And Schrey did go quicker. So he's gained about 1/10 of a second. And he should get 2 more attempts here, actually. And Schrey then in a P6 and doesn't improve his position, but indeed improves his time ever so slightly. It looks like Reinhard Koffler's moved up to a top 10 in the KTM Expo. There's Lerner then. Qualification is over for Moritz Lerner. And well, the maximum it's going to be is a P2. And if you'd offered him a P2 3 days ago, he would have snapped your hand off. If you offered him a drive 3 days ago, he would have snapped your hands off. It's a hell of a story unfolding right before our very eyes. Ben Green, though. Ben Green's looking good. No one's going purple out on circuit as well here. So looks like Ben Green might be getting the 3 points. Lerner may be getting those 2 points. And Tregurtha might be getting that solitary 1 point as well. And while the race is this afternoon. The race is this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are excited for that, then make sure that you pop back. So it's going to be around about 2 p.m. UK time, and it will be around about 3 p.m. European time. If you're watching in America, on the East Coast, it'll be around about 9 a.m. Then again, if you're watching right now in America on the East Coast, you should be asleep. Also, there is a success ballast in this championship. So if you finish in P1, you receive 25 kilograms of weight. P2, you receive 18 kilograms of weight. And P3 is 15 kilograms of weight. So it doesn't get added each time. So if someone wins one race and then a second race in a row, it doesn't add. So they don't get 50 kilograms. They'll just stay with the 25. Here we go then. 40 seconds remain of this first qualifying session. It's been an absolute cracker for me. Absolutely enjoyed it. As Ben Green and as Schrey actually just moves up into a top 5. So Riccatelli moves down then into 6th position. Ben Green, it looks like, may have captured pole position here. Lerner 2nd, Tregurtha 3rd. Are we going to see any surprises sprung at the death of this session here at Monza? As you can see there, Schrey just chilling now. Just get that car back. I think he'll be a little bit gutted considering his pace in free practices. He's not been outside that top 2 in the free practice sessions, but it does go to show that a few people have been sandbagging ever so slightly. Well, he definitely wasn't sandbagging through Ascari. Wow. Very much using every inch of the circuit there. BMW curbs? What curbs? Munches them up like it's lunchtime. All 4 wheels left the ground there as well. We're going to see this again here. See how soft the suspension's set up. And look at this. I wonder if that lap time may even be deleted. because that was for sure all 4 wheels beyond the white line. Nothing's come up in my race director though, so as far as I'm aware, that lap time's going to stay. I know that they are really, really hot on track limits last season, especially within this championship specifically. But it looks like he's going to be good here. But qualifying, I feel like, is over. Ben Green is going to do exactly what he did 12 months ago. He started out the championship with a win, albeit in race number 2. He actually got pole position in race number 1, for race number 1. And it just didn't go very well for him. But in race number 2, he managed to get a race win at Spa last season. And Ben Green, well, he's very much looking forward to this one for sure. There we go. In the car, you can see there's a close-up, and there it's confirmed. There's the P1. He's a very happy man. He actually does have a sim rig at home himself. And is that Ginetta? He's got a little junior Ginetta as his simulator rig. Little fun fact for you when he races at home. But yeah, he looks super, super happy there in the number 10 car. I think he's got some unfinished business in this championship. Definitely had the pace to be challenging for the championship last season. And well, he's got a second bite at that cherry. But the big story is Moritz Lerner. 2 days ago was told, yep, you're going to be racing in the DTM Trophy Championship. And wow, look at this. He is P2 on the grid. We knew he was fast. We didn't know really how fast. I can tell you, he is super fast. In 3rd position, then, it will be Will Tregurtha. We will now indeed get the official results here. And there we go, 3 points for Ben Green. Moritz Lerner will get 2 points, and he's in 2nd. Tregurtha then will be in 3rd and get that 1 point. Tim Heinemann, championship winner last season, 4th. Schrey, Riccatelli, Verdonk, Zimmer, Uverhaus, and Koffler round out your top 10. And then we've got Christopher Rink, Christodoulou, Matthias Salonen, Stolschmidt, Mauron, Hull, Wiebahn, Cox, Mathiasen, and Krayhamer as your top 20. And then the final 2 drivers then is David Sherban and Sophie Hoffman. So that's your 22 drivers for later on today. We've got round 1 coming up at Monza today. I am super excited. If qualifying is anything to go by, we are in for an absolute smoke show of a race. Hopefully we'll catch you there later on. I've been Luke Crane, and I will see you for race 1 later.